like I just said, how me and my wife do our stuff. That may not work for every household.
Right.
There may be some households where, the man is not a good decision maker, so the woman may. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in your house. But for me and my house, like, we talk about stuff. So, and for me, I understand the responsibility. I understand my responsibilities. I know that there are expectations on me. I know the expectations on me. I live them every day. And so I try every day to, to put my best foot forward in meeting those expectations.
The ho-ho-hoing is done. Resolutions, lies have been told. But as always, Paul, Tori, Sterling, y'all, we are the Baldheaded Barbershop. Keep in mind, the barbershop is not a location. It is a state of mind. Fellas, how y'all feeling, man?
I feel good, man. Happy
So
to be
we
in this new
officially
year.
off the ho-ho-hoing? That's over?
Well,
That's
I mean,
over?
we
Hey, if
are.
we ain't, I mean,
Forever,
we
ever?
can't speak.
Forever,
We can't
forever,
speak
ever?
for everybody, but
The hoeing will come back for you, Paul. It'll come
No,
back.
no, put that on me. It's 2026. I done turned over a new leaf.
2026.
what kind of
and
leaf is that?
wait. Oh, God. He'll be here all week. ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
it,
Hey,
right?
fellas, we coming up to that time of the Super Bowl. Who y'all expect to be there, man?
I know it ain't gonna be my Dolphins.
No,
I'm
sir.
gonna take this hat off.
Ain't gonna be my Bucks,
Look,
man.
hey, Seattle's looking really good right now, man.
Yeah,
The Seahawks, my son is a Seahawk fan, so they looking real good right now.
Bro, I don't know. That
Seattle just snuck up on me, bro. It's just like, oh, Seattle, this what we doing?
Yeah, nobody even
Bruh,
think about them. They out there on the left coast.
You know what I think, bro? This is the most wide open I've ever. Like you just, it's
Wait,
like
dog,
you
if
can't
San
really say
Fran-
who gonna win it.
If San Fran had won the other night, they would have been the 1 seed. Since they lost, they dropped to either a 5th or 6th seed.
That's crazy.
Bruh,
That's
That
just
just tell you how tight the divisions
yeah,
are.
it could
Yeah,
go anyway.
It's a toss up, man. It's a toss
But
up.
I'm gonna ride with my Bucks till we out of it.
Well,
They're gonna have to
hope
play
that's
better.
not the first round.
They're gonna have to play better because
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, speaking of the Super Bowl, listen, we're looking for a Super Bowl watch party to host. So your corporate event, if you'd like for us to come by, check out, and host your watch party, hit us up on either Facebook, Instagram, or leave us a message on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, click that subscribe button. It's right there. Click that button.
It's the
and
long
share.
S word.
It's the only S word. You can't miss it. But man, we appreciate your support here in 2026. Man, Baldhead Barbershop is growing, developing, moving, and grooving, man.
man, I'm
Moving
excited about this new year,
and
man. 2026, looking for big things for Baldheaded Barbershop, man. Let's do this.
Man, is it just me? These years seem like they just go by
No,
so quick. now,
it's
bro.
no seem like-
dog,
yeah,
it
it's
seemed like it
flying.
was just New Year's a few months
Tell
ago.
you, it's flying, man.
Yeah,
Well,
go-
it was
go
actually
by
New
quick.
Year's a few days. Oh, you meant 2025.
Yeah, like the last
The
New
last,
Year.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
last
a year and a
New
couple
Year.
days ago.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, man, we're sitting here talking about expectations. We're talking about, what is to come. Man, you ever sit, think, and wonder, what did our forefathers really expect from life?
Wow, what life expected from them and what they expected, bro. It's different, man. I mean, I love this conversation that we're doing today. Built to carry it all, man.
Yeah, man.
And
That expectation.
it's the generational divide is so real to me, man. I feel blessed. Me and my granddad are real close. Every year we go up to where he grew up, right outside of Mobile, Alabama. And my great grandfather was a sharecropper, and we actually, go up into up the country, what they call it, up the country.
Yeah.
And just go walk those fields, man, that they used to have to sharecrop. And he tell me stories about how when he was a boy, they would have to go out, and every day he was responsible for a certain weight. Like that was the quota. He had to make weight. And he could never make weight, man. And my Uncle John, his older brother, would always have to help him, man. But that's all they knew. You wake up in the morning and you just go work.
But
That's
dog,
it.
the whole story and the tragedy of that sharecropper, it's just like you have an expectation of being able to develop and element of financial security or even the gain, a financial gain, and as soon as you think you've done it, well, the cost of volume of cotton has gone down. So instead of 30 cents, now it's 15 cents. And we had to pay more for the seeds. And the feed for your horses, we had to pay for that too. So looks like you're going to break even.
Yeah,
that's
every
it.
single
That is
time.
the system was not designed for them to win, but
not to succeed
that was
at
the
all.
only that was the only system they had to survive with, and so that was it. It was survival.
That's part. You said that word system, which is the root word of systematic. It is part of that systematic racism that really has perpetuated into more and more as we've come through time. But man,
Yeah, that system was perfected during, like you were talking about your great grandfather, that Jim Crow era.
Right.
That Jim Crow area. That's the era. That's when that systemic racism.
that's the seed. That's
yeah,
the root of it. man.
and it was perfected during that time, and a lot of that stuff is still going on today.
And people don't understand it.
Don't
you really
understand
don't even
it.
see it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But just going back to the original question, the men, black men in particular, back in them days, my great granddaddy's generation,
Mm-hmm.
growing up, what did they like? What was their dreams? Like like us, we growing up. When I grow up, I want to be
A football player, a
NFL player, or
Yeah.
whatever our dreams was.
Yeah.
I think about them back in their day when my great granddad was a kid. What was his dream? What did he want to be when he grew up?
An
You know
adult,
what I mean?
he wanted to just be alive, maybe.
You know,
Man,
and
yeah, a lot of those
it
guys,
wasn't-
they probably had dreams, but their dreams were nothing like our dreams.
No.
Their dreams was surviving the day.
Yeah, get
Their
through the
dream
day.
was maybe getting out of this town, this small town,
But-
maybe moving over to the next town.
but-
like moving up like the Jeffersons.
Tori, I don't even think they had the foresight to see, I need to get out of this place and start something else.
Yeah.
That didn't come until later.
Yeah.
Maybe
But that
the
was-
thought
And maybe it was a dream of theirs, but they maybe didn't. It maybe wasn't for them realistic.
Right.
For
Right.
instance, my great granddad was the sharecropper. They grew up in that environment. It was three boys: my granddad, my Uncle Lee, my Uncle John, and then they had two sisters, my Aunt Hattie and my Aunt Louise. All five of them left Watley, Alabama, together and moved to Sarasota, Florida, back in the
That
50s.
sound country.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, they had a plan.
Watley, Alabama.
That sound like the country.
Up the country.
Yeah,
bro.
that
It's
sound like up
dirt
the
roads,
country.
bro.
Some
That's
dirt
that-
roads and
up
cotton
the
fields and
country,
some-
Watley, Alabama.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So their dreams, to our point, as teenagers, they didn't really know, from my gathering, just kind of talking to them, they didn't necessarily leave with any one particular thing in mind, other than something better than this mess right here. You know what I'm saying?
So it kind of yields to the question, was the expectation formed by survival?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So
100%.
they saw, in order to thrive and survive, we got to get out of, you say it was Watley,
Watley, Alabama.
Alabama, and go down to Sarasota. So toward to that point, maybe it was that dream to be able to say, I got to get out of here,
Gotta get outta here.
and get there.
Yeah, because I know here I'm only going.
I already know what I'm facing
I know
here.
what I'm facing here, and it's just a daily struggle to survive, right? But if I really want to thrive or live a little bit better life, I got to get out of here.
Turn this nightmare into a dream.
Turn this nightmare to a dream. Get on the road, take my family, whatever we got to get out of here in order for us to make it to that next level.
So, Paul, when did the shift happen? When did it turn from the sharecropper to go to Sarasota? And I know your grandfather now is an electrician.
Well, he retired, but yeah, he.
But
eventually-
wait, dog. To a point, you 53 years old, and you still got your granddaddy.
92
What-
years
That's
old.
Well, do you know how
That's-
blessed you are?
I'm
Yes,
amazing.
I am.
That's
I love
amazing.
him.
Do
That
you
one
know how
time for
blessed-
Charlie River. That's it. Got to say his whole
Shout
name.
out.
Charlie River.
Shout out, Mr. Charlie.
Hey,
Charlie James.
Wait, you gave it too much R, bro. It's not
Charlie.
Charlie. It's
Oh yeah, yeah.
Charlie. Shout out Charlie. Shout out Mr. Charlie.
That
Put some
R,
respect
that
on his
R
name.
is half
Silent.
half silent. No, it
yeah.
ain't all the way silent.
Charlie.
It's half silent.
Just a little bit.
Charlie.
Shout out, sir.
Charlie River, Charlie James. That's
Charlie
it.
James.
Charlie James. They call you by your first and middle name.
Yeah.
But for me, I think the shift happened with integration.
Agreed.
With integration, because before integration, It didn't matter whether you was a black doctor or a sharecropper. You was black, and y'all was all lumped together. Y'all shopped at the same store. Y'all lived in the same neighborhood.
Yep.
Y'all supported all the same stuff.
No one allowed to go to the other
But
neighborhoods and
then,
other places.
after integration, now we trying to be successful, and that's where I think we as a people went left when we started letting them define what our success was.
Yeah,
We not successful unless we live where they live, drive what they drive, eat at the restaurants
And do what they
eat
do.
at, wear the brand name clothes they wear, and we started letting that be our
Measure of
gauge
success.
for what success was.
Right.
And a lot of people, rather than really build a lifestyle that supported those things,
They bought into it.
They broke our foot just trying to look like we had it like that, and we don't. And to this day, we do that more than anybody else. We'll rather look rich than be rich.
That's like self-slavery, man. You sell yourself into slavery for stuff, things to impress other people instead of investing in yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, I agree.
Amen
I
to
agree
the
with
amen to the choir on that. But yeah, for me, that's where I think the shift went. And so
That's interesting. I never even thought about it like
I
that
never
way
thought about it
because
either.
Obviously, that's an era before us, but but it's true. It's a lot of truth in that they did look at them as the example of success.
Well, see-
This is what I'm striving for.
You know, in previous shows, we've talked about what is success. And, it takes my dad to talk about his dad. My grandfather was a professional fruit harvester. He picked fruit for a living. His element of success was being able to get a bottle of liquor and feel good at any appointed time. My dad was told the only way you're going to make money is to work. Dad said, no, it's a better way education. Became a firefighter, worked his way up to a district fire chief. But here's the thing. It is my granddaddy's line of sight to success was here.
Yeah.
Dad's
Because of the environment he was in.
Well, without struggle, there is no progress. That element of struggle Dad went through being a young fruit harvester by force to his dad turned him into somebody who strived for more and wanted more.
Yeah.
And in turn, Dad always told me those stories. And although he never made me live that life, he did tell me, and he never gave it to me per se. He gave me opportunities to earn it, and I'm thankful for it because it gave me a good work ethic.
Yeah, and just like you said, it's interesting you said that, like in your grandfather's, in his era, in his time,
It was work.
it was work. That was his job. His job was to work. He didn't have no other responsibilities. Like as a father, yeah, he had children. Obviously, he had your dad, but that was more so the woman's job. So
Well-
his job was to provide and protect.
So from that, now it yields into a lane of you're going to make a choice. Either I'm going to be here and we be broke, or I'm going to go out there and get it.
Yeah,
Daddy's not home again.
yeah.
that's
Dad
what,
missed this.
But daddy's out there providing. Daddy's out there earning money, making it happen.
but see that I think is in terms of if we talking about expectations of a black man, I think that's one of the changes now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And our granddad's and dad's generation, it was just understood.
You go out there and get it.
He
Get it
ain't,
how
he
you
ain't
get it.
gonna be here.
Yeah.
He
No.
out there making sure we got food in this refrigerator, the lights on, blah blah blah. He ain't gonna be present all the time,
Right.
and he wasn't expected to be.
Right.
That was the expectation that he wasn't.
Yeah.
Right
Dad, I ain't seen you since December.
now, it's like you got to go out, you got to make the money, you got to be at the football game.
Yeah.
Well, you got to make the money. You got to buy the groceries. You got to cook. You got to prepare the table. You got to make sure the kids had enough to eat. You got to clothe them. You got to go over their homework. It's everything. You got,
It is.
as a black man, the expectation does not end.
It doesn't, and that's one of the shifts, right? So just like you said, that generation, those weren't even the expectations. Those are the expectations now, and so that has raised the bar for us as far as our responsibility, to ourselves, to our families, to our wives, to our kids, and that's a lot of responsibility. So me, being, I'm a husband, I'm a father, so I have that responsibility. I have to be present for my wife. You know what I'm saying? I have to be a good husband to her. I have to be present for my kids. I have to be emotionally, mature. I have to be emotionally mature.
Vulnerable.
I do. You know what I'm saying? I got to get in touch with my feminine side to understand where she's coming from. She's coming to me with these issues. I can't be callous and be like, man, what the hell? You know, so I have to.
You can, but it's not gonna work.
It
out
ain't gonna
well
work.
for
It
you.
ain't gonna work. I don't be wanting to.
Well, you know what my solution.
I'll be
is.
wanting to have to defend myself.
don't listen. To
I know, man.
We don't
I
want
already
none.
know.
We
I
don't
already
want
know.
none of your solutions. That's
no,
going to end
no
up in the
advice was
jail.
Sterling. I love you, brother. I can't take your. Anyway,
Suit
but
yourself.
yes, to my point, those expectations are there, and it's raised the bar for us. So there's so much more on our plate now than our ancestors had. Because of that shift.
But what do y'all say to the fact that now, unlike our past generations, women make a lot more money. Especially black women. Black women make more money than black women did in the past. Black women are more college educated than black men.
The most educated subgroup in America.
So
Because
now,
you look
unlike
at
our
it.
granddads, we got a whole class of women that's making good bread, feeling like they
I
in
don't need
charge.
no
They're,
man.
they're more
I don't need no
educated.
man, so-
They're more educated. They're
More
business
culture.
owners. They're cultured.
Yeah.
They're making more money. So
But they should
again,
have a little bit more say. I mean, before they wasn't paying for nothing. Not. You know what I'm saying? It's always teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah.
But in terms of, I put it like this: Grandma's generation, Granddaddy went out, made the money, brought everything home, and Grandma just made a home out of the house, right?
Yeah, and that was
this,
a job.
This generation,
That was a job. Taking care
this
of the kids,
generation,
making a home. Yeah.
one of my biggest beefs I had with my stepdad when he first married my mom. He was from Alabama too, and
Whiteley.
no, he was from Birmingham.
Okay.
He was from Birmingham.
Okay, he's from
But,
the city.
What I do remember early on is that he never came out and said, but just me observing, he had a very I'm the king of the household kind of mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't
It wasn't stated, but it was
Right.
understood.
Yeah.
But my thing was, my mom went out and worked just as hard as you. You know, my mom got home late from work just like you. So how can she go out and earn just as much money as you making, but you get all the say so? And you mean, and you always tell me no. Everything I ask you for, you always say no. The girl came over, she was gonna pay for the prom dress and everything, take me to no, just to be mean.
You couldn't go to the. He couldn't let you go. He ain't let you go to the.
He
prom,
ain't let me
bro?
go.
Hey,
Hey,
you know Paul. You know Paul
Hey,
Peter. You know Paul Peter
hating
stepped
from an
that
early
right?
age, brother.
Dang.
They was trying to deny my
They-
swag
you know what
way
I'm saying?
back
They
in the
didn't let
day,
you go to
brother.
the
So
prom,
is
they
that
ain't right.
Paul?
Have
Is
my
that
swag.
is that why you beat him up, man?
Nah,
You put
we ain't
hands
gonna
on
say,
him?
we ain't gonna say that now.
You put hands on Paul.
we had some moments.
Had to have a reckoning.
Yeah, and I could understand that too.
So
But
what?
I mean, back to your point.
So what do you say to that? Then?
So back to your point. In your case, even in now, you can relate it to now. Men and women, they both work, they're both providers, so there should be a shared responsibility of the house. You know what I'm saying? In my household, I can't say what other people do in their household. In my household, I'm not walking around and be like, I'm the man, I'm the boss, and try to boss my wife around. I don't do that.
Right.
What's understood does not have to
Yeah,
be stated.
she's not my underling. She's my equal.
Right.
And we're partners. And so we talk about stuff. We discuss the bills. We discuss, money. We discuss the kids. All those things are shared conversations that we have, and we come to a consensus. Now, I would say that if there is a situation where we just can't agree, then I make the decision. But I try to do that in a way that's not demeaning to her, or, you know what I'm saying, to try to make her feel like she's...
Now, I done told you 5 times already.
I ain't eating peanut butter for dinner today.
So
some steak.
So y'all check this out.
Eat the cake, anime. You gonna eat the cake.
Hey, I told you what to do. I told you.
I told you. Eat
I
that
ain't
cake.
listening to Sterling, though.
So y'all, how does the modern black man redefine strength, success, and masculinity?
The new expectation.
The new expectation. We talked about, I'm man.
Yeah,
But that doesn't work in 2026.
it doesn't.
So
No,
how
no.
does starting with our generation and the influence that we have on younger male generations, how do we redefine those elements?
I think you have to, like I said, all those things that you said right there are subjective.
And I was about to say it's more of a rhetorical question.
Yeah, they're subjective. So what works for some,
Ain't gonna, it's not a broad stroke.
yeah, and it may not work for your household. Again, like I just said, how me and my wife do our stuff. That may not work for every household.
Right.
There may be some households where, the man is not a good decision maker, so the woman may. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in your house. But for me and my house, like, we talk about stuff. So, and for me, I understand the responsibility. I understand my responsibilities. I know that there are expectations on me. I know the expectations on me. I live them every day. And so I try every day to, to put my best foot forward in meeting those expectations.
Right.
Do I fall short sometimes? Absolutely. I'm human. And I'm learning this thing because I didn't always have a great example of it. So I'm learning these things as I go.
And that's it. There are so many evolutionary traits and characteristics that we learn from either absentee fathers, fathers who really weren't there, or fathers who weren't the best role models. So let me ask you a question. How many times y'all ever heard your dad or your granddaddy say, boy, you don't cry. Men don't cry.
Yeah, man. I've heard it. I don't know if I actually heard my dad say it, but I heard a lot of men around me say it.
So
Yeah.
with that, you ever saw like that, the OG man ever cry?
Nah.
You never saw?
Never saw him cry. Never saw my dad cry.
I never seen my granddad cry.
Yeah.
See,
nope, I never seen
that's
my
that's
granddad
that
cry.
question.
Yeah.
You never saw your grandfather?
Because it was seen as a weakness. In their generation, in their era when they were growing up, crying, you were seen like you was emotional, you were weak. So, in their view of masculinity was, hey, whatever's going on in your life, you don't cry about it.
Yeah.
You deal with that in private, and you put on your best face, you're going to put your best foot forward, and you just go out there and you deal with it.
Man,
Yeah,
the first
you
time I
just-
saw my dad cry was in 1991. And it was actually at one of our family friends' son's funeral. You watched him grow up, and, even then it was, and that was pretty much the extent of it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Because
with age, man, I've had to learn to cry.
yeah.
And I've been through some things that put me in a position where I've literally had to make myself cry. And afterwards, it made me feel better because that generation of, hey, man, you don't cry. You don't cry.
Yeah.
Became really toxic. And it's almost like when you cry, it like cleanses and it does make it better.
Yeah, it's a release, man.
Well,
It's an emotional
That's
release.
funny. In my household, growing up, well, first of all, it was growing up, my grandmother was a single parent, and my mom was a single parent up until I was 10.
Mhm.
So I grew up in a house dominated by women.
So did I. Yeah.
Tough women.
Me
You know what I'm
too,
saying? So my mom, the first time I ever saw my mom crying really hard was when my stepdad died in 2014. That's the first time I ever heard her just hard down,
Hey, man.
bawling, crying.
It's something about when your mama cry,
Oh, yeah.
dog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can feel it.
Bro, no, dog.
Yeah.
But
It hurts me to see my mother cry. Mama, please just stop crying.
Yeah, it hurt me. See,
Oh,
mom,
my God.
my mom was living. It hurt me to see her upset.
Man.
But
When she
in
cried, it
terms
was
of
like a whole nother
in
thing.
terms
It took it to a whole
of how
nother
that
level.
affected you growing up, in terms of my ability to express emotions, I just never really was an overly emotional person. You know what I'm saying? I take that I'm emotional, meaning I feel it, but
But
my
you just don't express it.
my expression of it is always flat. I get that in relationships. I get that all the time. I'm just real kind of nothing take me way up here, nothing take me way down there. I'm just kind of
I'm
always
different.
in the middle, and
No.
it comes across nonchalant. Most
Bruh.
women, you act like you don't damn.
And that's the thing I've heard. What makes you? What bothers you? A lot of things bother me. Like what? Stuff. Are you happy? Yeah, I'm happy. Show it. Why? I've been described as nonchalant. Maybe I think that's really a learned behavior.
It is.
So
a lot of time it's a coping mechanism too.
But most times
Yeah.
it's a pretty good coping mechanism. But sometimes when it becomes like
It's
When
good.
it becomes
it's
a-
good. It's good to protect your heart, but
Correct.
it's not good in order to maintain a bond with another person.
But the thing with
That's been my problem.
exactly, and the
That's-
thing
that's
that
a good-
happens,
that's a
and,
valid point.
and the thing that happens with that is that when you hold that in, usually when we hold stuff in, when we don't show it, when we don't,
but
let it
it's
out.
not it's not a hold in thing. It's just the
I
norm
know,
for me.
but those things tend to stack up, right? So you'll be like, somebody upsets you, and you just be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't showing it, but you feel it. You'll hold those things in. Then you go to the next thing, and then something else happens. Those things tend to stack up.
Yeah, and that's because
You know what I'm saying?
That's been the problem for me.
And you haven't had that release. You haven't released them. You still holding on to that.
It's gonna be released because it's gonna keep on stacking, and then finally
It's
they're
gonna
gonna do
explode.
something. It's gonna
explode.
snap,
Yeah.
and then
And that's
all
the
of
issue.
a sudden, all of it's coming back. And that's why.
that's the
and remember, I
Yeah.
knew you wasn't. And I was like, oh
And see,
my God.
and this goes back to these, the expectations of men. Our ancestors, they weren't expected to be emotional. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't an expectation for them to show their emotions. Now there is. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's required of us.
That it is.
And it's actually good because we're human. We have
Sterling,
emotions.
you show your emotions.
We
Sterling?
have emotions just
I'm
like
showing them right
just
now.
like women. You know what I'm saying? Look at his face.
You're a mean one.
You know what I'm saying? We have emotions just like
No,
women.
Paul. I'm happy. I'm
and
smiling.
nothing. There's
That's your resting happy face.
there's nothing that that women go through. Those emotions that we don't have. They're more emotional than we are, but we have emotions too.
Their
and it is
emotional
not
triggers are set a lot lower.
and
than
it's
ours.
not good to hold that stuff for him, man. You gotta
You know
let
what?
it go.
Honestly, I try not to. I really do try not to.
Gotta let it go because it'll fester and it'll
That-
become a bigger
I- now,
problem.
I'm
and
gonna
it
tell you
actually
the
lead to
truth.
sickness too.
I am.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm definitely learning to not let stuff fester.
Yeah.
Because once
deal
it
with it.
fester, and especially me, because I'm slick mouthed.
You?
You know, I'm slick mouthed
say
because I'm not
slick-mouthed.
mean. I'm just real slick mouthed. You know, I'm
Yeah,
you know,
you
I'm
get your shot,
you do
you gonna-
something dumb. I'm gonna call you a rocket scientist. You know, so I'm gonna just irk you. You know what I'm
You,
saying?
Paul?
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
But you know, with age, I've learned to be able to cut things off and say, you know what, man, forget it. It is what it is. If that's what it is, that's the way it's
I'm
going to be.
gonna say what I got to say.
Nah.
Yeah,
But you know
that's-
what?
I'm gonna go ahead and get it out.
But that's what I got to do because I do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, man, that's
because
what it
I
is.
was
That's what I
I
gotta
was
say.
always the person that I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep that right here. Keep it
Yeah.
close to my chest, and just deal with it. But then you go back, you go home, you try
And
to
you
deal with it on
realize
your
it's still
own,
there.
and then you madder because
And don't know why you mad.
Oh
So
no,
I
I
might-
know why I'm mad. I
Yeah,
know
'cause
I
you-
should
'cause you
have. I
ain't-
should
'cause you
have. I
ain't
should
said it.
have. I
That's
should have
right.
cussed.
That's-
that-
yeah.
cussed
But you know
about,
what?
you know?
I've
You mad 'cause
realized,
you ain't say
man,
it. Yeah.
things and people, I have learned to let it go because it's easy. It's lighter on your psyche and your mental health to just let things and people go.
It's a difference between now if it's somebody that I don't have to deal with,
Yeah, you can
easy,
let it go. Yeah.
easy. It ain't even got to go in one ear and out the other. It ain't even gonna get in the first ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But, man, you
but
know
if
what?
it's somebody I got to deal with,
if you do plan on ever getting married, you're gonna have to fix that because that ain't gonna work for marriage.
no, that is not
that
gonna
don't work
work.
for marriage.
That ain't gonna work.
You can't just do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's valid.
Because you gotta go lay down next to this woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
yeah.
you can't just be like, man, I'm done with that. No, you ain't done with that.
You know,
I
think you done. You
think
might
you
be. You
done.
might be done with it, but it ain't done with
It,
you.
it ain't done with you.
well,
That's right.
you know what my solution to that is, don't you?
Here we go.
Oh, there you
Here
go,
we
boy. There you go, boy.
So, man,
Hey,
you,
said they
you were
gonna
talking
learn, ain't
about
it?
you were talking about your mental health leading to illness.
Yeah.
But we were talking about, you know, the evolution of black men and what the expectation is. Do y'all realize maybe 2 generations ago it was expected that granddaddy or your great granddaddy worked himself into illness?
And the death worked themselves to death.
Y'all have experienced somebody working themselves to death?
Yeah, they didn't go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause why didn't go to the doctor? Because they're gonna miss work.
But you know what?
You know?
To be honest with you, a lot of them were healthier because they just had a more active lifestyle.
That motor.
Bro, I look at my granddaddy, 92 years old. I sent y'all the video. He still be around here
Tinkering
trying
with
to
electrical
fix
stuff.
Fix
stuff, yeah.
Fix stuff. You know what I'm saying? And to honestly, we just kind of let him do what he want to
that
do
probably helped
because
keeping him alive.
soon as he sit down and stop, you know what I'm saying?
Then he
That's
it's
when
a
it all
lifestyle
goes
change.
right. You know what I'm saying?
You know what they say. You know, people. You know, you live that long. There's only one big event you got left in your life. You know?
Whoa.
Right. Well,
So,
like
you know what I'm
like
saying?
my grandma before she passed, boy, when I tell you that old lady was not for to give up that driver's license. The doctor told her to stop driving. We told her to stop driving. The post in her front porch told her to stop. She didn't. Bruh, she done backed into the
what
house.
did the post say, bro?
The post said, "Ouch." The post said, "Ouch" when she backed into it. Hey, but my grandma was not gonna give her. Hey, that driver's license said it was good till 19. What she said, 1990. It ain't expired.
So, man, have y'all ever heard the term "man up"?
Yes.
All the time.
All right. So, have you ever been taught how to man up?
To me, that man up means whatever you got going on is
Suck it up.
secondary. You suck it up. Hey, just go out there and take it. Keep pushing
But
forward.
see, that's that survival shape masculinity, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's that survival shape. Do you realize how toxic survival shaped masculinity is?
Yeah.
It's good once you get it, but man, the road getting there, bruh.
But a lot of us were raised
Suck
on
it up.
survivabilities.
Correct.
A lot of us were just raised to survive.
Man, Generation X.
Suck
I
it
do
up.
realize, man, Generation X, we probably need some therapy.
Probably.
Because, you heard or you injured?
I know you do. You definitely need some therapy.
You heard or you
I don't
injured?
know about y'all, but
Yeah, you get some therapy, bro.
I need some therapy, bro.
Hey, I don't need no therapy. I don't need no therapy.
Me and
You're
all
like,
these,
I'm crazy, but I ain't
hey,
crazy.
Yeah.
Me and all these guns gonna be just fine.
Nah, me and all these personalities gonna be just fine. We doing all right.
all
Hey,
seven of them
What
personalities.
you trying to say, man?
Hey,
Hey, leave us alone
know,
over
right?
here. We not bothering you over here.
we over here having a board meeting. I don't know what time.
Whichever one of your personalities don't want to shoot, that's the one I want to talk to. That's
Hey,
it.
man. Hey.
But that's something though. It's man up was just suck it up,
Yeah.
and now it's like suck it up and heal,
Yeah, and then man up.
and
when
then
you're
man
done.
up is more.
I think another toxic trait definitely is silence equaling strength, which you were alluding to. Holding it in means you're strong.
Yeah, that
But,
was
man,
a sign of strength back in the day.
What do your strong, who checks on their strong friend?
Nobody check on those strong friends, man.
Who
nobody
checks
check
on-
the strong friends because strong friends be checking on everybody else. So they just assume that you're good because you may not show it. You know, you may not, you may not say anything. You may not show it openly. You may not, when people see you, they be like, man, you look like you're going through. No, you look like you got it together. You like you're enjoying yourself, but deep inside, man, you could be drowning,
Yeah.
and nobody will ever ask.
That emotional suppression.
Yeah, nobody. For men in general, how often does anybody really ask you how you doing? And I'm not talking about just. I'm
In
not
casual
I'm
conversation.
not just talking about, hey man, it's good to see you. I ain't seen you. How you doing? I ain't talking about that.
No.
I'm talking about Sterling.
Scratch beneath the
Sterling.
surface.
Sterling, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
No.
And I
really.
mean, I'll
no, really,
check-
how you doing?
I'll check on y'all,
Yeah.
man. And I'll ask, how are you mentally?
Yeah.
Really, bro, how are you doing?
Men-
And those are not easy questions to ask.
No, because men don't get asked those questions.
But the thing is, it's not an easy question to genuinely ask because it might be something he's going through.
Yeah.
And he might perceive it as, can I really show my vulnerability right now?
Yeah.
Or am I doing something? Or what's this man angle and asking me that? Now, I'm a true friend, and I'm going to genuinely ask. But really, can you really ask your casual friends,
But
hey,
you'll
bro,
be
how are you
surprised.
really doing?
You'll be surprised if you ask a brother, hey man, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, man, how you
No,
doing?
I'm all right, man.
I'm telling you, man, I've done it, and you will be surprised. Man, I told you, this was probably like mid last year. A brother I hadn't seen, I hadn't seen him in a while. We was talking in the gym, and I was like, man, how you doing? He said, oh man, I'm good. I'm like, no, man, like really, how you doing? Bust out, started crying
Man.
in the gym, like, and I'm like, oh.
I wasn't prepared for
I
all
was like,
that.
you hug, like I didn't know what to do because I wasn't expecting that.
Nah.
Like,
I wish you would hug another
I was
dude
like,
in the
bro,
gym,
like, what?
all
I'm sweaty,
sweaty, bodies glistening.
But see,
he was about to get a glistening hug, bro,
But
because
see,
I
the
just
thing
didn't know
over
what to
here-
do.
Hey,
Like,
honestly,
No,
I didn't know what to
brother.
do because I did not expect it.
I was
No,
on the
you gotta
golf
take that
course.
trauma with you back to your car, brother. I
See,
can't do nothing.
see,
I was
Paul,
like,
I can't do
I'm
that
like,
with no
like, should I
glistening
hug him?
body
Like,
in the gym,
Hey,
brother.
Should I
man,
just pat him
hey,
on the
man,
back?
I literally walked to the thing and got him one of them old hard paper towels.
You didn't know what to do.
I didn't know what to do, man. I got him one of them hard paper towels, like scratch paper.
Like, hey.
They're like, here, wipe your face, man. Like, and I did, man. I actually put my hand on his shoulder. I prayed for the brother.
Man,
That's what it is, man.
man,
Listen, man, we gotta get them to subscribe, like, and sign up, man. Hit them.
only on the
Hey,
ball here.
hey, we
Barbershop,
offering
man.
glistening hugs.
Listen,
Wait a minute.
Listen, Tor, if you in the gym and your body glistening and you need a hug,
No,
Tor is
don't-
there for you.
don't come- don't check me.
Tor gives glistening body
No,
hugs
I
in the
don't, bro.
gym
That
all
was-
the
that
time,
was-
bro.
I was
That's it.
joking. Do not try to hug me.
At the squat bar.
Do not try to.
He goes,
Oh, you just
the
took
hip-
it from
at the
you
hip-
took it from bad to worse.
No, at the
hey,
hip
bro,
thrust
you
bar.
need somebody
Oh,
to spot you on the
They're
squat
doing hip
bar,
thrust.
brother.
God,
I didn't even know why I participated in this, man.
you started. You went
Nah,
down
we
this
need-
rabbit
hey,
hole, man.
Hey, can we cut this out? No, I'm joking.
Hanging out by the squat bar, seeing who
hey,
need
we
to
can
be
edit. Hey, we can edit this part,
No,
right? We need to
no,
edit this
no.
out because I ain't giving no glistening. I was joking. That was jokes. That was jokes.
them just jokes. He
They
ain't
jokes,
gonna
man.
spot you at the squat bar.
Hey, but I will stop and ask you how you doing.
And pray for you. That's
I
it.
will ask how you doing because I genuinely care. But
So-
no,
and,
go ahead.
And
Go ahead,
we
No.
and we care at Baldheaded Barbershop. So listen, if y'all out there, family, first of all, don't try to suffer in silence alone. If anything else, reach out to your people. Reach out to us. Hit that subscribe, like, and share. Join our community, man. Let's keep these kind of conversations going because we can make each other better. We stronger together.
That's
Yeah, man.
right.
Yeah, man.
We need each
stronger
other.
So what you were saying, man? Is it possible to carry trauma without luggage?
That's a good one, man.
Is
You
it
trying-
possible to?
You trying? It's Monday, man. You
What
trying
was-
to preach
what
on the
was it?
Monday?
What was the
No,
question?
no. Preach is charged.
He said, can you truly carry trauma without luggage? Absolutely, you can carry it. You can carry it because that trauma is passed down to generation to generation.
You know,
and
man,
a lot of
for a
time we
while-
don't know how to release it.
Bruh, for a while, and it's gonna sound crazy, but I really felt like trauma was in the black man's DNA.
It is. It's passed down to generation to generation.
Bruh, I'm
They
really
did
convinced.
scientific studies that showed how trauma gets passed down. And so a lot of times when people say, hey, what's going on? People don't even understand what's going on with them. What they don't understand is that they have generational trauma that has been passed down
Bruh,
to
you
them
think
through
of-
the DNA, down through the years, bro.
Think about some of the traumas that happened to black families during slavery.
Yeah, slavery,
Atrocities.
Jim Crow.
You-
Not,
a
not
mother.
even trauma,
You a mother.
atrocities, bro.
Yeah.
You got a
Wait, did you say I'm a mother?
no, I'm saying I'm using that example. And back in the day,
Absolutely.
because I sit there and I think about it. Imagine you a mom, you got a 5-6-year-old daughter, and Master just decided to sell your daughter to somebody 2 states over.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Or he
And they send the wagon, and there go your baby going off to somebody. You don't know how they gonna treat them.
Yep.
You
Your
don't
baby
even know if
being
you're gonna
ripped
ever
away from
see
you.
them again.
Yeah.
You know,
And most of the times they
and
don't.
you got to carry that.
So wait a minute, it's just like in The Color Purple. When Celie saw her daughter in the store, what's her name? Olivia.
I calls her Olivia.
Bruh, that's real, bro.
Yeah, that's real,
Bruh,
man.
that's
real. And
that's-
that trauma, and you see, and I know you mentioned Color Purple. And I know it's just a movie, but you see how long that trauma lasted her.
Correct.
Until she
didn't
saw
she
her
didn't get the release
She
until she
never
saw.
stopped looking for her children.
She
right?
never stopped loving her.
She
kids.
She never stopped loving her kids. She never stopped looking for them. That she held that trauma until they came back to her.
But I was nah, I ain't gonna lie. When that movie came on, that African boy,
Mama, mamacita, mama.
bro,
That got all of us.
I
He got you.
absolutely lost
Got you.
it, bro.
Yeah, it got all of
But
us.
see, that was a
Absolutely lost.
man who was able to be vulnerable because mama was there.
Yeah. And we should all that's something we should all strive to. You know what I'm saying? We know that we can't be vulnerable with everyone. You know, we know that we can't open up to everyone. There's only certain people that we trust. But if it's somebody
Just
that
the
you
dudes
do
at the
trust,
squat bar.
the thrust.
We're not
the
going
thrust
back
and
down
shit.
there.
I'm not going over to you. He almost got me. I was
We ain't going back to the
We're
squat.
not going
like
back,
that.
no.
We ain't. Now, you
Me
might.
neither.
I'm not
Me
going
neither.
back to the squat.
Hey, man, I
bar.
don't care what nobody say, man. I honestly believe, although I don't have kids, I honestly believe that our forefathers, those guys wanted to be present. They wanted to be vulnerable, but they didn't know how to.
Yeah, they didn't know how because they didn't have those examples. They didn't have the time.
So is the innate characteristic of fatherhood in every man and it takes the child to bring it out? Or does a father learn to be a father?
Both.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Think it's both?
I
I think
say
it's
for
both.
me, most of it I had to learn on my own. Because I didn't have, I'm like you, Paul. I grew up in a family of women. Like it was,
Right.
we have just a bunch of women, strong women,
Right.
strong black women, and they were the heads of the household.
Right.
A lot of them were unmarried, and so I didn't see fathers being fathers to their children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See men being fathers to their children. Not in my own family, right? I saw it in other people's family, but I didn't see it up close. You know what I'm saying? So when I had my children, I had to learn that. I loved them, from day one, but there was things that I didn't know that I had to learn, as I grew.
I think certain things are instinctual, like
Yeah, they're innate.
protection,
They're innate, yeah.
protection. The willingness to sacrifice. All of those things will come naturally, just by you loving your kids. But how to be an effective communicator, how
that's the part.
to
Be vulnerable. To let them
right,
see you
especially
cry.
like with my girls, how to correct them without killing their confidence.
So now
you know
here's
what
a
I'm saying?
question. Here's a question.
And it's different from boys. So I have a girl and 2 boys. So it's different. You parent as a father, I have to parent my daughter differently than I parent my boys.
So to that point, somebody I heard once upon a time, brother say, I can't spank my daughter because I tell her I love her. So if I spank her and tell her I love her, that means that she'll accept a man beating on her as showing her love. You agree or disagree?
I don't agree with spanking anyway. So I guess I agree with that. Not on that premise. I just don't. I'm not a proponent of beating.
I grew up getting spanked like it wasn't no tomorrow.
I never got spanked.
You deserved it.
I never got spanked. I got my
But
butt whooped.
but like my me too. Boy.
Yeah, I never got spanked. I don't even know what that
some.
is.
But like with my youngest daughter, I can only remember spanking her once in my whole life, and I think
It
it
hurt
hurt
you
me.
more.
It hurt me more. But she was learning to be potty trained, so she was like what 2, 3, whatever she was learning, and she just stood right there in the kitchen floor. She knew how to go to the bathroom. She just
told us not
stood
to.
there.
I'm not going.
So she did it, and I popped on the butt, and she just, but that was it. That's the only time her whole life. But so I don't think you need it. I definitely think any discipline needs to come with education on why you getting disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Like I never, out of all the whoopings I got, was a couple times I felt like I had a whooping that I didn't have coming. But most of the time, my mom spanked me, and I had like a little lecture. She would sit there with the little switch in front of your face, talking to you about why you about to get wore out. So
Like hypnotizing, like
Oh yeah, this gonna happen.
She
You know what I'm saying?
antagonize you.
Hey, yeah,
You
this
about to
gonna
get it.
happen.
You're going
You
to
know,
get
she
this
just
lecture
sit there
first,
and
but you about to
twirl
get this later.
Yeah. So what did you do wrong? What did we learn? And all of that. So I think that's the most important part of discipline. They gotta know. They gotta be able to receive the lesson, or else you ain't teaching them that.
Yeah, they used
know what I'm
to hit you with that. Oh, it's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. I'm like, I doubt that.
Yeah,
I doubt that.
I
I doubt that. I done got a
I
whooping
doubt that.
before and it
Yeah.
hurt. So I don't know if it's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me.
But I was one of them tough kids. I would rather get a whooping than a punishment.
Oh man, I remember I asked my mom one time, "Hey, can you just whoop me and get this over with?"
Oh yeah,
Nah,
my mom.
nah.
Sometimes she would give
And
me
no.
a
My
choice.
mama says, "For you asking, you gonna get both." Wait a minute, it wasn't even on the table.
Right. Yeah.
But you know what, Mom? Thanks for all the whoopings you gave me. I appreciate it.
He didn't get enough. I think he still owe him one.
Hey, y'all.
Wait.
Miss Stevenson, I think he still got one coming. Let's
Mom,
go ahead and
will you
handle that.
delegate to Paul to give me that whooping, please? Please do it. I'm in the mood.
Hey, y'all ever had the after whooping nap?
After whooping nap.
The after
get
whooping
whooped into
nap.
being
Yeah, you get, no. I'm telling you, this is like the best nap.
Man,
Bro, I remember
Hey,
the
man.
last time I got whooped.
Hey.
I took a nap. That nap was so good. Hey, man, I didn't know where I was when I woke
you
up.
woke up and thought it was a school
Man,
morning, didn't you?
I thought I was at Disney. I don't know what I was going.
Nah, I
It was like in a
remember.
fairy tale.
You know how you get the whoopers, you got to
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
sniff it one more time.
Yeah, and you sit there in a fetal position for about 5 minutes, and next thing you know, you wake up, it's been 3 hours, it's dark outside. You're like, dang.
I missed the whole evening. Hey, y'all, what's the definition of a strong black man now?
To me, strength for me is the ability to deal with life as it comes. Strength is not being above anything that happens. It's just having the ability to adapt and overcome, having the will to see whatever you got to see through, and that's it for me, man. I don't put too much emphasis on it. I don't try to be Superman. I'm not Superman.
Can't be Superman.
You know,
This S on my chest just stand for Sterling.
Yeah, and you're not, and knowing, and I think a lot of it knowing too, is that you're not going to win every battle.
Man, you
You
gotta know. You gotta know when to hold him,
Know when to fold 'em.
know when to walk away.
know when to run. You
Yeah.
gotta count
What y'all
your
know- what y'all
blessings.
know about Kenny
You,
Rogers?
no.
Okay.
You never count your money
When you're
Sitting
sitting
at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
There you go.
If I had to identify, man, I would say emotional awareness, even being vulnerable,
Yeah,
and a great strength is being able to say, "I'm sorry."
absolutely. I would say being present. Having wisdom enough to know, when to move, when to stay, when to speak, when to hold it. Those are the things to me that shows strength. It's not beating my chest and I lift and I got muscles, but to me that's one form of strength, but it's not the ultimate form of strength. The ultimate form of strength is being strong in who you are, and being protector of your family. Yeah.
So, kind of wrapping it up, out of all the lessons we learned from our previous generations, what do we feel like we need to keep with us? What do we feel like, nah, we can do it better than that now? So what we throwing away? What lessons we throwing away, and what lessons will we keeping?
I know we have to throw away that strength is silence is strength.
Agreed.
We got to throw that away.
Agreed.
We can't hold on to that because we're not holding on to trauma. In 2026 and moving forward, we're not doing that. We're gonna deal with our emotions. You don't have to be emotional, but we're gonna deal with that stuff and not let it fester.
I got a better one. Not lead with emotion.
Absolutely.
Not
Yeah.
lead with your emotion. Lead with logic instead of emotion. Like, wait a minute. Is this really what they meant? Is this really what they were trying to say?
Yeah.
I think that one of the things we definitely need to take and adapt or keep would be that element of being able to persevere, see it through, and never give up. I mean, that's my slogan for life.
Yep, eyes on the prize. That's mine. I
that's a good
got wear it on my arm.
Yeah, man, I wear
Stay
EG on my
focused.
chest, never give up.
Stay focused.
Yeah, man.
Keep moving forward, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, wrap us up.
Hey, man, listen. This is the Baldheaded Barbershop. If this is your first time checking us out, welcome to the party. This is Studio 2305, home of
Yes.
the Baldheaded Barbershop. That subscribe button that's
Should do.
right.
Should do.
Make sure to click on that subscribe button and share with
Should do.
5, maybe even 10 people, and allow them to do the same thing. So once
Should
again,
do.
we're looking for that Super Bowl party to host. It'll be Paul, Tori, myself. We're going to give you the feel of the Baldheaded Barbershop. Keep in mind, Baldheaded Barbershop is not a location, definitely a state of mind. So
Yeah.
for my brothers, Paul, Tori,
Boom.
and all the Baldhead Barbershop family, man, thank y'all
If
for
you
your
see me in the
continued
gym in
support.
2026, you
At
can
the
speak.
squat
walk
bar.
up
At the
and-
squat
You can
bar.
speak, but you better not come in here.
Can I have a
Don't do
Bring
that.
your
I'm just telling you
glistening
right now.
body to-
Do not do that. Do not.
Me,
do that.
So
me,
Paul-
Tori
so
at the
Paul-
squat bar with your glistening body, baby. He got
Paul,
you covered.
So Paul, if you walk up and say, "Excuse me,"
Excuse me. You ain't get me canceled. I just got on the TV, bro. Listen,
Hey, just
love
don't.
is love.
Hey, you can
Hey,
speak
man, y'all be
and say,
easy.
hey, don't come hug me.
Love is
Listen.
love. Just meet Tori
Hey,
at
I'm
the
gonna
squat
put this.
bar.
I'm gonna put
Just
this
it.
disclaimer on in closing. Understand, we give you little nuggets and tidbits. We joke, we play, we even have our serious moments. But please keep in mind, Don't take us all serious when we're joking. And if we did anything to offend you, blame it on our heads. Definitely not our hearts. That's not our intention. So again, for Paul, I'd expect that from him, dog. I'd expect that from him.
That way, yeah.
But not you, man. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
it is,
have
man.
a blessed 2020.
Hey,
Beginning of
2026 is in the building,
Thank y'all for
baby.
your continued
Yes,
support.
sir.
Thank you for your love,
Yes.
man. We're going to holler at you. Y'all be easy.
Peace.
Peace.